Hello everyone, welcome back to TrevDog Gaming here on YouTube. This is the game The Infected, and we are in Season 2, now Episode 2. Well, overnight I did a little bit of work. So I basically built these little forges. I've got 2 stones sitting in each one, but they haven't been fired up yet. The main aim is to use the forges to make some iron fragments. Every time we get to 5 iron fragments, if we cook them up, we can make an ingot. And we basically need 5 ingots to make our anvil. And the anvil's how we sort of go ahead and make things like nails and screws and ingots and all sorts of other things. So what we want to do is really get stuck into the metal ingot side of things in this game. I've got the bed. I made a little cupboard behind, which I kind of threw the miscellaneous stuff into. This one over here is really now just for stones. So the first thing we'll do is we'll light up these guys, because I've got them full of firewood, so they can start melting away at stuff. My extra firewood's in the corner here. I've got another little cooker in here as well. So I really want to start that one up so I can start cooking and making water inside of there as well. I did put a little foundation out the front, so in preparation, once the anvil's made and we make metal ingots, we can make nails. I'll need those to put together a few little garden boxes sort of thing. So over here, these are still going okay. How am I off for water? Alright, I'll leave it a little bit longer. Once I've run out of water in my canteen, I'll use my canteen to fill up the one inside. One thing I've noticed, every time you come back into the game though, your noise and light value meters kind of disappear from the screen, so you got to kind of go to the sign there and toggle them back on, I guess. Okay, so we're basically just waiting for a lot of the metal stuff to cook up inside of our furnaces. I have been looking around. I did a bit off camera. I found a couple of melons. I'm trying to keep an eye out just in case I can see some veggies growing. Yeah, we basically need to find them so that we can harvest them and then get some seeds. Oh, here we go. That's what we're after, cucumber. Because we've basically harvested it, we get the cucumber seeds, so we really do need a few of those to be able to... oh, there you go, pumpkin. Alright. So, you know, the pumpkin will, you know, give you the pumpkin seeds, but in my food area I've got a few bits and pieces here as well. So we're doing really well in terms of the meat, because I've just been collecting a whole bunch of frogs. There's another cucumber plant. That's pretty good. Well, that's weird, because I wasn't really finding much in the first episode, so that's pretty good. We can always cut down more trees, I guess, because we really do need to keep our plank production going. And we also want to expand the base a little bit too. That's a bit of a priority, I guess, as well. So we'll keep this going in here. I guess every now and again we have to come and check on these. So if we go into here and we take out another 3 stones, we can put our seeds in the bottom here, and these guys. Then we can take out our fragments, get another couple going. So you have to kind of like constantly keep looking at that. So there's 4 iron fragments. And go up and get a few more of these logs. Oh, there goes a frog. We should be grabbing him when I get a chance. Now, where did he go? Is he still around? There he is. Sorry, dude, but I'll need the meat. Very sorry to say that. unfortunately, that's life. Oh, look, people, a watermelon. Oh man, how cool is that? Well, that's good. Now I've got a watermelon seed as well, so I've got 3 different types of veg. What can I eat? Because I'm going to be getting pretty full here. That will be a good thing to have. That's a good thing. Watermelon. Oh man, I'm doing alright, really. So while that's going, gee, I can hear that chicken. Hang on, can we get the chicken? Where is he? Sounds like he was out in the water. Kinda would rather have the bow and arrow actually, but you can run him down though, I'm sure. I heard him again, but I don't know, he didn't really sound that close to me. Alright, we'll throw these. We haven't got any log stands or anything like that yet, but I know full well we do need... Oh, there he is. No, that's not him, is it? Nah, anyway. Not really a high importance at the moment. So I'll see if I can come out here. If I can a little bit further, I think. I wouldn't mind building a set of stairs and having a chance to go up on a roof. Only because you can see a little bit better. We do have to kind of start to think a little bit, I guess, about being attacked. It's probably a while off yet, but in terms of don't make your base foundation the footprint too big initially. I really want to put some protection around it. I've heard that some of the hordes can be quite horrific now that they've tweaked it a bit, so just got to be fully aware of that. I haven't had the problem yet, but you got to be a little bit careful of the sunstrokey stuff as well. That's done. That's done. Do the back one. Actually, there is a few trees in here too. Kind of standing under a tree while you're harvesting, it's not a bad thing to be doing. Alright, we've almost got all the logs. Oh, that is the chicken. Hang on, let me give it a go. He's going to take off on me. Oh, he got caught. Haha. Frog thought he could get away as well. I don't think so. So when you get the chicken, let's have a look. When you actually get the chicken, you get a couple of pieces of raw chicken, but you also get some feathers, so that later on when you go into the bow and arrow, you've got some feathers that you can use to make them. So that's always good. So what have we got? Oh, sorry, this one. So let's grab another 3. Oops. We'll only need 1, then we can put the other 2 on the sawmill, I guess. Okay, let's have a crack at this. Hang on a second, what have I got on me? I've got a few miscellaneous-y stuff, I suppose, so we can put that away, that away. Actually, might just put that... Oops, I was going to change that to there. Okay. Alrighty. How's our water going? Can I change that now? Not quite. I can drink some. Actually, how's the protein? I could actually eat that, replace it with the one that's been cooked, and then basically just put everything on the cooker. Alright, that keeps that going. Now, 12 planks. Should be able to do 2 of these. And again, that should be enough to do these 2. Okay, so we've got a foundation now twice the size of what we had before. Now, what are we going to construction? Whoops, walls, wall. Won't worry too much about windows because we've got one at the front. Have to be careful how we build this because we're going to have to tear down one of these walls, and I'm thinking it's that one. Let's have a look. Yeah, if I tear down that, I can make a way of getting into the new area, so to speak. So let's go and cut down a few more trees over here. Don't forget, if you're not aware, it's not just the bush. So we've got multiple towns, little towns, and they're protected by enemies that have been changed a fair bit since the first season that I played of The Infected. They've been upped quite a lot, and it's a fair bit harder, which is always a good thing. But yeah, steady as she goes. I guess you'll see what it's like if you start playing the game. But pardon me, the towns actually have this a whole bunch of this tech that we're meant to get, and that enables you to build the higher end workstations. There is actually quite a lot of stuff you can build in this game. It's funny. Thought I heard something then. Almost sounded like the enemy walking around. I'm not sure if that's possible yet. It is a bit weird. Alright, I think I'm going to pick up... There you go, there's one left. I think when I destroy the wall I get something back. I think it might be a log. And there's caves. There's some mighty big caves in this version apparently, so from what I've heard. So there's normally, you know, the caves are where you do the mining and all that, but I think there's always been scorpions in the caves, so you have to kind of watch out for them. So yeah, it's you know, I just don't understand why more people don't buy these sort of games in one way, because for something that's like 20 to 30 bucks at the most, you get a heck of a lot of gameplay out of it. Did I have others down here? How many? Oh, cool. Yeah, it's an awesome game for the money, I think. Alrighty, we'll keep pushing along here. So let's have a look again. Can I throw some more stuff in here? Because you're always picking up plant fibre and the bark chips. I might leave that one to last. It's 4, 4, 4. Yeah, I'll do it like this. And then we'll delete this wall. Give ourselves another one of these back. Okay, so now we have a protected area without a roof. We do need a roof, so now we're going to go stairs and we're going to build. Which way do we want to have this? Probably this one. So I'm just using my mouse wheel, if you were wondering, to scroll. So if I build it like that, I think that'll work well. So we also now want ceilings, so one there, one there, one there, and that's how we get up on top. So Oh, whoops, hang on a second. Just haven't been back in here for a bit, so let me just I keep forgetting about that, but I've got to keep this thing rocking and rolling. Whoops, the other way around. That way. Put these down below. Take out another 4 stones, because the problem is after a while you'll need to put some more firewood in there to keep that going as well. How are we going for the water again? Okay, I think we should be right. So we'll see if we can get this going first. Oops. Always really handy to have the water inside the house. You know, it's I guess an extra supply of water that you can depend on once it's all cooked up. So it's 120, so just rush out and do that once more. Obviously as the base area gets bigger, we can do this probably a bit more efficiently, but now that I've got all of this in here, that can cook up for us. Do we need much in the way of protein? I guess we could do with one. If I can get it to eat. There you go. There you go. The watermelon is amazing in terms of the amount of thirst that it takes care of for you. Okay, let's go over here and grab another tree or 3. Yeah, sometimes it just doesn't hit. You just have to move your mouse around a little bit if you don't get a chance to cut the tree down the first swing. Something to do with the hitbox, doesn't recognise that you're kind of right there, I suppose. 3. Did I had some on me. Okay. And 2. Actually, I'll take all these. See how far we can stretch that. At least we've got some cover there, cover there, cover there. Can put any in there? No. Alrighty, we have to go and fill up our little saw benches. You can see how much timber is needed to make the base and to produce things. It's quite a grind, I guess, but yeah, I reckon it's a good grind. Kind of rewarding, I guess, in the end. There is something I would like to do. Basically, I like to build a little area on top that, you know, eventually I'll have a roof on it, kind of thing, but I want to make one of the little housings where you can put pumpkins in. The reason why I like it is because when winter hits, it can be quite stressful and quite horrific when you can't find food. So if you can fill up as much of the pumpkin, I'm not sure what they call it, the pumpkin box, storage box, whatever it's called, big rectangle, big square box kind of, you'll really benefit from it later. You'll have a storage of carbs that don't go off, which is pretty blinking handy. Alright, we'll throw a few of these in. Which one didn't have it? This one here. There's another one done. At least you know you're not gonna, you can kind of stay out of the sun as well by having something over your noggin. Alright. Okay, there's another one done. How are we going over here? So 1, 2, 3, 4 again. 1, 2, 1, 2. So really, initially, like these little tiny furnaces, obviously you need them. They come in handy and all that. But eventually you get to build these bigger furnaces, and you can kind of throw, instead of 2 being thrown in at a time, you can throw in 10. So it's all about working your way up, I suppose. Okay, we're getting there. We're almost got the base extension done, which is really good. So that's 3. We'll grab another 3. You can see why I don't mind leaving a little bit of a gap there, because Oh, I thought there was another one on the ground. Oh well, I'll take these two then. So I think I actually need just one, so I'll throw those two in there, put that back, and then we'll grab, when our stamina comes back, because we'll run around like a goose, two. You can take these from whichever one you want. I just normally try to do it as evenly as possible. So we now have stairs onto the roof, which is fantastic, just because it gives you more storage space and all that. If you go storage, this guy. Now note that I'll need nails for this as well, but I kind of like to do it fairly early anyway. There you go. So you've got the blueprint in place. You can just sit there as long as you want it to. The other thing we probably should make sure we do, maybe just here. Where is it? Food. A couple of these guys. The problem with it is these take a reasonable amount of resources. I might do it like this actually. Actually, hang on. Just so I can get in, make sure I can get in there. Might do it like this. So I can kind of stand in the middle of them, I guess. Makes it a little bit easier. There you go. So they take an ingot each, which is the one of the biggest issues. But you can, it's a drying rack, so you can kind of store stuff, store food, pieces of meat on it for the winter time. So it's another one of those things that preparing for later on, I guess. Okay. So we're starting to get to the point now where we can start cooking up some ingots, because don't forget that's going to take 5 ingots. So it's a rather hefty chore. Oh, I broke my Wizzy Banger thing. Looking around for a stick. Can't be that hard. I do this sometimes and then I go, you know what, I would have been so much easier off just going straight down to the base here to where I have a storage of sticks and just picking one up from there. Anyway, can we? Did I not pick up a stick? Oh, I didn't either. We'll try that again. There you go. Get me freshly made axe out. Alright. So what have we done? We've basically extended the base. We've basically doubled the size of the base actually. And we're kind of trying to get to the point. Let me just see, where are we up to? Is that almost done? Because we're going to do something a little bit different here. When these are cooked up, like they are now, see we've got 5. The writing's quite small, but once these are cooked up, we now have 5 in each one. So when they cook up, we'll actually have 4 full ingots. So we're not far away from being able to build the anvil now. And that was the main purpose really of this episode, to at least get to the point where we had metal ingots being produced, because you need nails for quite a few things. Want to get a couple of the garden beds going, so we can see if we can get some food being stored away. Where am I going? There, there, and there. Go up and grab a few more. The Infected is one of the games too where you can just it's a, you know, a warm and fuzzy feeling being able to store away materials and stuff like that. So there's, I mean, within reason, there's not really any limitation on just how much storage you can create for yourself. You're going to have heaps of log holders or stick holders or firewood holders. You know, it's fantastic in that regard. So I'm not quite sure when Make iron ingot. Okay, so the first one's done. Come on, hit that tree, dude. I'm almost due for some more water. I'm not sure when the noise and light values start to trigger. They're not showing up at all at the moment. Where am I going, Trev? So used to going in the house. Let's have a look. Take 4 from each. Alright, let's see. Can we get our sticks up here? Or our planks up here, I should say. So there's the planks in place. And the other thing we could do, I guess... where did I see it? These guys. This is probably a pretty quick way of grabbing a whole bunch more sticks as well. I notice there's a few up here on the way around the place. Let's just grab a few bunches of sticks. Alright. And then see if, where are we going around here? See if we can't get a few of these ready for the ingots. So another 4, we'll just grab them from here. One other thing we do need to get up and going is a workbench. We might put it up against the back here. So let's see, where is it? Workbench. I tell you what, before I do that, let me just, so I've got my spacing correct. I'm going to do it like this. I mean, physically the chest does not really open as such, so it's not really a big deal. But if I put it there first, actually, hang on. I want to be able to. You can actually like physically mount storage boxes on top of storage boxes. So if I put a second one here, not only will I have more storage space, but where is it? I can then position this correctly. So we'll just come out from the wall a little bit. It's probably that's defining it, so probably don't be too OCD, Trev. 10 planks and 10 nails. You can see how quickly you go through planks just trying to make stuff. Alrighty, so back to here, we have got 4 of these, so we're just going to throw these in here for the time being. And keep going with these guys, because the main thing we want to do is to get our anvil going. And the main reason for that is because we can't make nails until we have an anvil in place. Let me have a look. Do I have full water here? I don't. Actually, it's a wonder. It's a wonder these haven't almost gone out. Oh wow, that was close. Not that it really makes that much difference. It's not like you're playing subsistence and you're about to. It's just a pain in the bum having to get your little lighter out and relight it again. You don't have to make fire starters or anything like that in the Infected. So that's a cookin'. So that's where it starts to feel pretty good. I can't make the rope until the workbench is done. I could... Oh, yeah, it gives me the willies when I see that little bit of extra... what do you call it? I keep hearing something. I'm not quite sure whether it's just sound effects or what, but it makes me feel like there's a intrusion of some sort about to happen. And I haven't really got any armor or special clothing on or anything like that at the moment, so I'm going to have to be a little bit careful. Actually, if that's the case, just let me, before I forget, I'm going to save the game here. And if I have another look, I don't think I can do an awful lot until... Now, where is it in here? This page? Armor, cloth, and Kevlar. Even a hat would help. But it needs cloth. Is it? Which one is it? A cap. A cap gives you 1 plus 1 armor. But I need to make it on the workbench though. So it's, and again, something that I need nails for. 1, 2, 3, 4. We are going to need actually more stones pretty soon. And I'm going to need more firewood. Oops. So let's keep... Yeah, we'll have to go out and get some more timber just to be able to do that actually. Alright, we're almost getting to the point. Where is it? In that corner? She's getting a bit dark. What time is it? 10:51. I'm sorry people if you can't see all that well. I can't do an awful lot about it really. Although, hang on a second. What about options? Video... Nothing I can see in there. Don't worry too much about the 1280 by 720. I just like playing at that resolution sort of thing. But yeah, no, there's no unfortunately there's no video setting here for gamma or anything. Alright. I'm just curious. I just thought I might be able to make it a little bit easier for you guys to see what I've been up to, but it's not too bad. But obviously, you know, you can tell that I'm doing this at night time in the game because it's so dark. Alright, let's see if we can get a few more of these happening. The sound effects, the lightning, the thunder, the rain, it's very very well done. You know, it is an escapism type thing, I think, when you feel like you're really, you know, coping with the weather and all that kind of stuff. It feels cold or it feels rainy or whatever. It's one thing I really like about the game. I'm gonna have to get myself some sleep fairly soon. Hey, there's a watermelon there. That was good timing. Good placement right next to what I was doing. So let's just grab these 3 and another 3. Maybe do a couple of trips. Where is it? Up here? Yeah, they have changed that a little bit. Instead of them being all over the place, they're kind of almost sitting on top of each other. Actually, can I grab just a drink of water now? I can't, but I can use these instead, I suppose. I'll eat one of these and leave the other 2 for the morning. So where's my last 2 logs? Up here. Alright, we'll get them cranking into a few more planks, which is always good. And then also in the morning we need to do something about our firewood, I think. Alright, let's see. We'll go through the night until we've got enough energy, which is about now. So what is it? 4:30 in the morning. We've also got another watermelon seed. I can probably put that plant fibre away as well. Okay, so this might be the last little batch of these that we do. Although we could just keep going until we get what we had before. Did I not put those in there? I think I did. So what have we got? We've got 5 and 3. We could technically make another couple of ingots. The storm's been going for a while. Let's go for a rock over here. We need to get a few more stones, so might as well do that. I'm not sure if this gives you the same number of stones every time, but You know, I'm just like spamming the E key to make sure I pick up all the stones. This one is actually clay, if you're wondering why I keep skipping it all the time. Okay, let's see. I'll keep 4 on me because we're about to process these guys. How far away are you? A little way. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to go looking for a little bit more. Now, if you go to the caves, you can actually mine coal. And I think one piece of coal recharges the entire unit, so it's kind of like, yeah, makes life a little bit easier. I haven't seen a fox in the game yet, but you got to keep your doors closed because they'll actually come inside and attack you if they're around. So, just a bit of a heads up. These guys are already made. These guys are now made. Okay, so how much have we got now? Okay, so we're going to basically just grab these and make 2 more ingots, because then we can make our anvil. We can basically use 1 ingot. I think it's 1 ingot makes 10 nails, so then we can turn around and make our workbench. And then maybe off camera I can fill these in, perhaps. I'm not sure. But anyway, we've doubled the size of our base, which is an awesome thing. And we're about to make our anvil and process our first metal ingot. We've kind of manufactured our first metal ingot, so that's a good thing. So I will take out, what's it going to make? 2, okay, I'll take out, so one of these guys, maybe make it this one first. I'm going to manufacture the 2 ingots in this one, and then we'll just process 2 rocks in the other one like we normally do. It's almost like when I'm playing the game just straight from, without skipping. Oh, there you go, look, our light value and noise value's gone up a tiny bit. It must start around about the time that you manufacture your, well, maybe it's day 3. I don't know if it's a time thing or there's something I'm doing that's triggering it, perhaps. I'm not sure. So there's another 5 metal fragments, another 5. That'll make our next 2 guys happen. Our next 2 ingots, that is. We'll put these down here. So we're about to manufacture the 5th ingot. So we'll take these out. When that happens, well, we can add these in now. So there's 4 out of 5. Just wait for this to happen. Did I? No, I didn't refill with water, did I? I need to do that more than once, actually. There you go. I wonder if that was a... wonder what went off. Yeah, just certainly do not throw out the spoiled meat, because... or is it spoiled food? Sorry, spoiled food, because once the workbench is made, if you get 3 of those, you put them into the workbench and it will make biofuel. Why did that go out? Dope. Kinda don't really want it to go out. Although it's not going to make too much difference at the moment, but it gives you a bit of extra light inside the base, I suppose. Alright, we're almost there. So off camera I'm going to keep processing and processing so I can get the ingots needed to get some of these drying racks, at least get 1 in place. Oh, there's a pumpkin. Pumpkin, pumpkin, pumpkin. I'm not going to hurt myself from jumping down, not. Alright, let's go over here with the axe in our hands. Okay, so eventually we're not going to be harvesting them as such. We will just pick them up and bring them back in our hands and just store them straight in the chest. Or we're going to have to make some garden beds on the edge of the base here as well. And do something similar. Okay. So, if we just do that, look, we have an anvil, and if we throw 1 of the metal ingots on the anvil, we've actually made ourselves 10 nails. So if we come over here, we can add all the nails into the workbench, and ta-da! Alright. So, if we just take out 50 plant fibre, and we throw not just 1, but a whole 50 in there, this is actually going to give you a large quantity. It's like a mass bulk production of rope. So now I've got 25 rope. So that needs 2, that needs 2, and that needs 2. So everything is ready to go for 3 ingots to go in there, and then we'll have 3 drying racks. So that's the beauty of that, I guess. We'll just throw it in there for the time being. Or actually, what we might do, we might actually just put these in another chest, because we're going to run out of room otherwise. What's going on over here? So we can take out these 2, 2, 3, 4. We'll keep this going like that. So we've got to make nails for excuse me, the pumpkin box on the roof. But the other thing you can make, is it under food? There it is, a plant bed. So if I put, say, I'm not going to get too carried away here, but like 3 small plant beds like that, I can fill them all with 8 nails and then 8 planks, and then we can put a seed in. As long as we're watering them, you don't need fresh water, you can just have dirty water. As long as you do that, they'll grow and you'll have some crops, which is fantastic. Alright, well, I think I might have to leave the episode here, but yeah, we set out to head down that path of making metal ingots, and we've done that. We've also doubled the size of our little house on the second episode. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the second episode of season 2 of The Infected. I really do love this game. It's got so much potential, and it's just fun. It was fun playing it before they did an upgrade and added a new map. So looking forward to running around and looking at the new towns and getting the new tech and stuff like that. We've got an awful lot of work to do, but yeah, really looking forward to how it should turn out. Alright everyone, if you've liked the episode and you'd like to help and support the channel, then please go ahead and smash that like button for the video, and if you haven't already subscribed, you can super help the channel out by subscribing. Alright everyone, thanks so much. Cheers.